my because I'm on her laptop, I get all the notifications on my phone pop up, and
Oh.
I should just put my phone on whatever do not disturb. But she very rarely interacts with our Discord, and she reacted to the thing that I just posted, which was asking people for podcast recommendations because I'm
Ah,
reorganizing for the upcoming season. I might do a bit of a purge.
very good. You might get rid of some podcasts in your rotation. Not do Plants Always Win anymore.
I mean, I'll always do it. I don't always listen back to it because I spend 5 hours editing.
Yeah.
But because we I don't know how much we want to tell people, but because we're looking into submissions for a potential award, I did go back and listen to some old episodes and I'm like, "Hey, that was not bad." That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Someone did a nice job editing that.
I could have caught a few things. That's okay. I like going back to the ones that are at this point I can say a year ago. Oh
Hmm.
gosh. And listening back to how I decided to kind of chop and splice the beginning and the end because that's always kind of improvised a little bit. I have a general guideline that I like to follow, but then I play around with the timing. Um, and then some things that I chose to leave in where I remember, oh yes, I debated about that joke. Or,
Mm.
oh, I remember there was a really, really bad joke that I took out here. It's
Or
great.
sometimes it's, well, if Aaron says something, I'll take it out.
Well, that's it. Sometimes, yeah, a little spoilers, I guess, for our patrons here is, yeah, sometimes I test the waters a little bit. I see what Erin's willing, if she'll catch it or if she'll care. Sometimes I'll give her a heads up and be like, okay, listen at the 35-minute mark. Tell me what you think or whatever. Or usually, if I hesitate, then Erin's like, yeah, no, just take it out. I'm like, okay. If it's bad enough that I hesitate,
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm more likely
um,
to be like, mm,
Erin
maybe
has
we don't
higher
have to go
professional
there.
standards. Yeah. No, it's
Well,
true.
I come from
You
the world of Kidlit, so the sensitivity meter is here.
and that's it. And I totally get that. And I want to be professional and I want to be radio friendly is a weird sort of guideline. Like it's a podcast. We can do whatever we want. We can swear, we can make butt jokes, but um yeah,
Yeah.
if it's
I want
if it's
people to be able to listen to it in the car with their kids.
yes, yes. But along those lines, there's also the I want to be human. I want to be real. I
Mm.
want to be true to myself. I want to make butt jokes. Kids love that stuff.
I do.
But yeah, I cross a line once or twice, and yep, I get it. It's, uh,
It happens.
oh yeah, it is real. That's what editing's for.
Yeah. Those poor people who
Okay.
don't edit their podcasts, they have to be perfect the first time.
Oh my goodness, there's yeah, the amount of people who are just like, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna record a raw conversation and throw it out there. I don't have time for all of this. I'm like, I get it. I'm I'm not listening again. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. It's you gotta have a
Yeah.
very winning personality to compensate for that.
I know some people who've been doing it for years and it works for them, but I'm glad that we go this route, particularly because sometimes my brain just stops. And I have to say, I don't know where that sentence was going.
Yeah, yeah, and that's I get that too, especially if we go on some tangents sometimes, and if we did that without editing, and then trying to get back on track, expecting people to follow when I can't follow my own train of thought, like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna turn my phone on to oh, there's just do not disturb. No, shoot, I can't actually do that anymore because I did that last time and I got like I had 3 missed calls. They were very important calls too.
Hmm.
and I felt bad. Oh well. So, to our listeners, I have something that I need to edit, or viewers. I guess this is a
Yeah,
view.
this is a viewer.
Unless you're listening. I have something that I need to edit first, and I think it's just the one thing that we have waiting, if I'm not mistaken. We have a couple things in the works, but then what we're recording today will not be what goes out next.
Correct.
So but I can say, as a spoiler, we're going to be talking about lavender and rosemary, which is exciting.
That, by the way, they already know that because it's written on the image that I put on Patreon. I always tell them what episode we're recording.
I'm not a patron, Erin. I should maybe do that. Do I want to support our own show financially? I think we already do.
Yeah, I think so. Patreon doesn't need a cut of your contribution to Plains Always Win.
No, I know. There's a part of me that's been wrestling with how much do I want to push, because for example, I have 20 or so clients. If I were to tell them I have a gardening podcast, would they be willing to donate $2 a month? They would all probably do it. But then that feels weirdly icky. Like I'm like begging is not the right word, but like if they wanted to do it themselves, that feels better than me asking for it.
Yeah. And they're people you already have a professional relationship with. I think it's better not to muddy the waters.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
I think I interrupted you. You were saying we're going to be talking about lavender and rosemary. And I don't know if you remember where you were going from there.
Oh, not in particular. So, the standard, the versus episode, the taxonomy, the etymology, and most importantly, growing them. So there's going to be some care tips. There's going to be some species variation. There's going to be propagation. There's going to be seed starting. And then there's alternative uses, which is, for the most part, they are quite fragrant. And so, as you can imagine, they're very useful for a number of things. And that's just where I'm going to leave it. That's all. It was just like a synopsis of, our typical versus episodes.
Guess who isn't ready this time?
Me?
It's me.
You. Oh, that's okay.
I was so exhausted last night. I couldn't work on it. So I was like, well, I'll wake up, I'll have the computer in bed and I'll finish then. But I didn't finish because, man, there's so much between the different types of lavender. It's taken time to detangle it.
Yeah. Don't. I'll be honest with you. Don't stress, because I also am not done. It was so since I'm back at the cottage doing winter work for one of my clients.
Yeah,
my days are long because, oh boy, like if we finish at 5 and then I have to go into town to get groceries and then the drive home and the weather's horrible and then I'll get home at like 8 o'clock. Like, oh, that's my whole day. And I have a meeting. I've got a board meeting. I've got emails. It just never ends.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Got a notification.
Yeah, this is my first week not back to work, because I've been working, but with the auto reply taken off my email and clients able to book meetings with me. And so they certainly have been booking meetings with me. But also the project that came up over Christmas that is like, must be done by January 21st, started full force. So by the way, dear viewer, we are not always scrambling the night before a versus episode, but this is a heck of a week.
It is. We're back on the grind after Christmas holidays, whatever. I was so ambitious before the holidays too. Like, we'll book some extra guests. We'll get some extra recordings in. Nobody answered. And I was like, did my emails
That
not
makes
go
sense.
out? Like, what's going on? People are busy, and I get it. I get it. And also, I ended up being a lot more busy than I anticipated.
Yeah.
And then January comes up and we've got stuff, right? We went to the trade show last week, which was cool.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah. Which we should chat
I
about in the what's growing on for sure.
Yes, unfortunately, because it's not going to be the next episode that comes out, it'll be a little bit less topical.
But that's
But
okay. We should still do it.
yes, I think as well, what I would like to do is say if there are organizations out there who are hosting events, workshops, conferences, feel free to reach out and send us an invitation because we absolutely would love to attend. We might not be able to attend all of them, but we would love to start receiving invitations. I already have a list growing right now, thanks to my other volunteer position with the Master Gardeners. I am trying to be a middleman and coordinating a bunch of stuff. And so I'm learning about all of these different things that have been going on that other Master Gardener groups have been doing. And I'm like, how come I don't know this? How come I've
Yeah.
never heard of this before? It's interesting. What am I missing? And so I don't know, maybe I need to I don't know, pick up on the
Ooh,
newsletter a little bit more. Like we have a newsletter, but like am I
maybe. Um, maybe Plants Always Win needs a page where we compile Ontario garden events.
yes. Oh gosh. I mean, yes, and I like that. Um wow. So let's say that that's going to be an ongoing. We can put that in the pre-show. We'll talk like that. Sorry, this is the pre-show. We'll put that in the what's going on. We'll talk about how we were at the Congress show, and we'd like to do more events. We'd also like to share those with everybody, and have that be an ongoing thing on our website. And so I think we can put together a calendar style of a thing.
Hmm.
um, People can send us their events and we'll
Yeah.
share it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think
absolutely.
to start with, we could do some research. You've already been doing some research to set
Hmm.
up to begin with, and then we do outreach and say, hey, going forward, include us in your notifications and we'll update.
That's another thing. So with the Master Gardeners, I'm gonna reach out to all of the regional coordinators to be like, send me a list of all of the stuff that you currently have on your radar, and we'll share it. And that's it. And send it to me as a fellow board member. Don't send it to me as Plants Always Win.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be both, but yeah, they are aware of it. I'm I walk a fine line between.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny is most Master Gardeners who are active in the community do. So like
Hmm.
when they do talks and lectures and stuff, that's not free. Like they still bill for their time, and a chunk of that goes towards whatever group they're in. Um, but it's fascinating that I found out some of the other districts, like that's how they get most of their fundraising, is they go do talks. Well, where are you
Mm.
doing talks? Oh, well, we're doing it at these events. I'm like, where are these events? Like, what's happening? And so I think personally, as director of partnerships and networking and stuff, part of my secondary mission is partnerships between districts, partnerships between Master Gardeners. How come I don't know what's happening in Etobicoke? How come I don't know what's
Mhm.
happening in Ottawa? Um, I can go look it up, but it should be information that's kind of like, hey, we're doing this thing. Who's excited? Um, I shouldn't have to always look up. Sorry. See, swearing. I would have edited that out.
Mhm.
Just drop my phone. Yeah, anyways. and then there's the fun distinction between the regional groups and then the, umbrella of McGoy, Ontario wide. So like Ontario wide, what is the organization doing? What do we stand for? What's our mission and values and stuff? But then as an individual basis, what are your own rules? Because they aren't consistent from every group. Like, what are your requirements? What are you doing in the community? How much volunteering are you doing? Stuff like that. Like, how are you participating? What's your attendance like? Yeah. Anyways, a lot of improvements. So I'll probably tell this in the What's Growing On, but I'll be doing a monthly Ask a Master Gardener session at the Huntsville Public Library, and I'm very excited about that. They have been promoting it a lot, and I'm like, oh wow, okay, cool. I went there yesterday to go talk to them in person to say what's it going to look like, and where am I going to be, and what do you want to do, and they printed out a poster for me. I'm like, oh wow, that's a cool poster, thanks.
It's a great poster.
Oh yeah, it's I wish it was like a standard size, but like no, it's a big poster. It's like, oh wow. They got local nurseries to promote it, and they're while I was there, one of my clients showed up with her kids, which is kind of funny. And her kids go to a school. I'll just leave it at that. And they're like, "Oh, do you want me to take that poster to the school?" I'm like, "Heck yeah, it's a free event. Come talk to a person who likes plants. let's do it.
Yeah.
And so apparently we haven't done anything yet, which is the funny part. And our coordinator hit me up yesterday. I called her to talk to her about how the meeting went and stuff. And she's like, I've already had 2 people inquire about joining the Master Gardeners and whatnot. Like, I was like, wow, we haven't even done anything yet, and I'm already
But they
recruiting.
know it exists now.
Right? Like, put
Yeah.
yourself out there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how do you feel? Okay, Erin, how do you feel about weed?
Oh, benignly.
Right? I had an
Yeah.
interesting reaction as well when I was asked that question. I was like, it's a plant, it's legal, there are rules. What do you mean
Yeah.
by that question? The person who's coordinating
Don't use
the
it when
Ask
you're
a
a kid.
But I think we should do a pot focused episode pretty soon.
Yeah.
Perhaps around April 20th.
Yes. What day
So
of
the
the week is
question,
that?
oh, that's good. I don't know. So the
I was gonna
question
find out.
was, does the Master Gardeners want to have a booth at a beer fest? And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. What does that have to do with plants? Oh, well, they're gonna have a grass area, and I'm like, of course they're gonna have a lawn. Like, no, they're gonna have pot. I'm like, oh, you
Oh.
want us to be there to answer questions about growing pot? Fascinating. None of us are experts. I would love to do some research though. Yeah, absolutely. And I'd love to go there and network again and meet people
Yeah.
who are experts. Yeah, and I highly doubt that there's going to be professional growers there, but maybe there will be.
I do have a story
Yes.
about someone I know who had, grown their 3 plants or whatever it is you're allowed, and then seeds spilled on their patio, and the next year, one grew between the cracks in the patio, and it was so happy there. It just, drank in all that
Yeah.
warmth, I guess, and
Yeah.
spread its roots underneath the flagstones, and it grew like 8 feet tall.
Isn't that amazing? I love that.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. We can get into that because it's that's one of those things. You know what? Maybe we could do a versus episode, marijuana versus hemp. I mean, they're the
Mm.
same thing,
Yeah. Oh, I would
but
enjoy that because I have wanted to grow hemp because I like fibers, like rope making and
yeah,
stuff. But I feel like the rules around that, at least at first glance, are stricter than they are around weed now.
we have to do some research. We have to figure
Yeah.
that out. I don't know. That sounds interesting though.
Hmm.
What are the rules? I think that's the thing. We have to come up with a bunch of questions too. Like, yes, what are the rules right now? What are the laws?
Yeah.
And then um what are some things that you have to know? Also, how do you source that? Where are you going to get your seeds from? How do you trust that? You
Yeah.
know, it's
I
funny.
have
You
a
can't.
packet of hemp seeds that came from a Seedy Saturday years ago. I wonder where they
No.
came from before that.
I wonder if they are still viable. Interest. It's worth
Mhm.
trying. How many seeds are in there?
I don't know.
Oh.
That's not a normal packet. Not like a tomato packet with hardly anything in it.
Oh, I should say sorry because there are you can grow right now in Ontario. I don't know if it's Canada wide or Ontario. Again, we'll look into this. You can grow 4 pot plants on your property.
Okay.
So if you buy seeds, they come with 5
Huh.
because it's an 80% germination rate. So they expect one of them to not be successful.
Oh, that makes sense. What if you got I mean, I can't imagine why you would get rated or inspected at the germination stage, but what if they were like, "Oh, I see 5 sets of cotyledons here. You're in
No,
trouble."
no, they'll never. No, like no one's coming to your house. That's the thing, right? No one's coming
Yeah,
to your backyard
yeah,
unless um, there are ways that they do things like RFID detection and whatnot. Like they actually have with crop dusting and pesticide and herbicide planes that go around farmlands, and they scan and they can
right.
detect the differences, and they can find like, oh, there's a whole field, or here's a dozen plants, or here's 20, 50, 100, whatever. Most people who do that, you don't take the risk for 5 plants. You do
Yeah.
50 to 100, it's um yeah. And then I have a funny story too. I don't mind sharing it now because I probably won't get into it in the episode itself. But when my wife used to do real estate and she was listing this one property, and she looked on the outside and it was this beautiful place, and then she went inside and was like, this is so weird. It feels smaller for whatever reason on the inside than it looks on the outside. And what she had found was a hidden walled off section where they were growing plants in the walls. They had like removed 4 feet or something and walled it off and drywalled it and everything and completely had it covered. And they left behind a lot of their equipment. So there was
I
like,
wonder what happened to cause that, to make them leave it behind.
right, you would think that that would be important, but maybe it's not. I don't know. Like the relative cost of setting it up, if you're going to be someone back in the day growing crops for the black market, I feel like
Yeah.
the equipment setup was nothing, relatively speaking. I have enough right there. That shelf behind me is enough to do whatever I want.
Yeah.
And even now, you can buy grow tents on Facebook Marketplace used for $50, and it's like a 10 by 10 grow tent, which is impressive. Like you don't need
Yeah.
that, but like ventilation, reflection, insulation, all that stuff. I'm like, don't get me wrong, I'm tempted to put all of my house plants in there. It would be a little tropical oasis. I don't necessarily need it for pot, but um
Oh,
yeah.
that's what I should do next year. Because last year I brought my houseplants out for the summer, but
Mhm.
they didn't like the the actual normal conditions, so I had them on my porch underneath the chairs, and it just wasn't attractive. They looked
I
just
know,
junky.
right?
But I do
There
have a little a little greenhouse,
Oh, the
one of
little
those
plastic
collapsible
one?
ones.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I find that they're too little. Like, I'd want to be able to walk into it. You know what I mean?
Well, yes, that would be ideal, but
Those grow tents, or the little ones that I believe the one that you're talking about, if I can picture the same one, are are meant for seed starting. They're meant for small plants on trays, high density, relatively condensed.
Yeah.
If you start putting your plants there, you'll run into the issue that I have, which is that my plants need more freaking space. And I can't, it's surprisingly tight. They don't have enough air to breathe. And I mean, it's possible, I guess, if you wanted to give it a shot. You have a lot less house plants than I have.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My surviving houseplants are definitely compact enough.
Yeah, but the transition is a real thing. So that problem that you were talking about, taking
Yeah.
them outside. So same with seed starting, you want to ease them into a natural environment. I do that every year, and it ends up taking a lot longer than I hoped for, and it really pisses off my wife because I take them outside and I'll put them onto the east facing deck on the back. It's a nice, they get a little bit of sun in the morning and then shade throughout the rest of the day. It's a good transition. And they're close enough that I can water them still and keep an eye on things. Well, they end up staying there all summer long because I'm like, oh, they've adapted to this spot now. I don't want to take them away. And I take up too much square footage. So, but I built, you
That's
know
your
what? I built a
reading
good
spot,
area.
Sean.
I built a reading spot.
Oh, good.
I did. I had started, I didn't build the actual greenhouse, unfortunately, but I did start the framework. And just in front of it, or rather the south side of it, which is the north side of my house, is a couple of benches. And so I'm just going to put my houseplants out there. It's technically it's south facing, but it's on the north side of my house. So they would really only get a little bit of barely any sunrise before it hits the house, and then a little bit of sunset. So they would get direct light, not a heck of a lot, maybe 2 or 3 hours a day, but a lot of indirect light. I think that's sufficient. The only problem is it's on the other side of my house. And so other side from where my hose is, for example.
Yeah.
Hey, I need to collect some rain. Who wants to sponsor us? Yeah, it's fine. That's actually where I've been meaning to build a rain catch system on that side, just because of how it's set up.
Yeah.
And where are we at? We're at 27 minutes. We're doing good. I don't want to have you rush, so let me know when you want to leave for your meeting.
Yeah. Well, they've sent me the log on now 15-minute thing, but I doubt they're actually going to try to start early. 9:20 is good.
Whenever I have my meetings with whatever for the ADHD meds, they call within, like, oh, we're going to call you at 9:30. They will call within that 9:30 minute. Like they will not call you early. They will not call you late. They have it set. And then if you don't answer, they're like, we're going to call you 2 more times in the next 5 minutes. And I was like, oh, cheapers. Okay. I appreciate all the effort, though.
They're like, this ADHD person is not going to be the one calling on time, so we're going to do it.
Right? They're also very understanding of that. And I'm like, yeah, sorry. I don't know. I didn't realize my phone was on silent, but I had an alarm set and somehow I still missed it. Anyways, it's a comedy of errors.
And they're just like, diagnosed.
Pretty much. But it's all like, hey, how are things going? And I'm like, pretty much the same. Okay, we're going to keep you on the same. I'm like, great. Is it helping? Yes. Do you have side effects? Yeah. Can you manage them? Yeah. In fact, the side effects have forced me to be healthier, ironically. They've forced me to be cognizant of what I eat and how often I eat and drink water and stuff. Because if I'm not cognizant of it, then I don't feel it.
Yeah.
I don't feel hunger. I feel it here. I do feel hunger. That's a lie. But it's like, it's not the same. Do you know what I mean?
I do.
Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's been a Plants Always Win pre-show.
Oh my gosh, we didn't introduce the show.
We didn't. We just started in. It was like, Eva, oh, what's happening?
Oh, yeah,
I
the
thought she might be calling you or something.
No, she had to go to work. I just got a notification and blah, blah, blah. It's fine. Also,
Yeah.
I just noticed, speaking of ADHD, not noticing that my nickname Crowboy is still there.
Yeah.
I'll take it. That's fine. Uh,
All right, thanks for tuning in, friends. We'll catch you next time when we're going to be recording uh, how to keep your Christmas or New Year's houseplants alive.
is that the next episode? Are we sure?
I guess we're not sure. It depends if a
Unless
interview
something
pops up.
happens. Yeah. Oh, actually, we should do that. Yeah, we should
We
book
should
something
do
for
it
next
because we'll be we'll be
2
into
episodes.
February by that point. So
We should. All right. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see. No guarantees of what's coming next. Just stay
yep,
tuned.
we're highly organized.
Yes, and very attentive to details. All right, I'm gonna stop now. Bye.